My family moved to Sunny Slope the summer of 1964. Previously, we'd been in North Omaha. My parents had gone to Miller Park Presbyterian. But when we got out here, sometime after we moved, Bob Ware, the original pastor at PCM, knocked on the door and invited my parents to church. And that's literally how we got to PCM. I think they didn't want to keep driving across town. They wanted to go to a church in their area. So here we are at PCM. I remember those days at Laura Dodge Elementary. I was 4, 5, 6 years old at the time. I don't remember anything about the church service. I just remember sitting on the folding chairs, having Sunday school back in the storage room, and I think we were in the nurse's office at the time. But yeah, before the building was open, I remember being at Laura Dodge. So I pretty much grew up in the church. I mean, I've had lifelong friends at the church. I mean, Andy Cook, I think we met when we were in 4th grade when his dad came to be the pastor, and we have been good friends ever since there. I got married at the church. My kids were baptized at the church. When I got married to Brenda, John Hanson, who was the pastor, married us, even though we didn't get married at the church. But you know, that church has been a huge part of my life. And when I think about it, you know, it's really 4 generations because my parents, myself and my sister, my daughters were raised there. They were very active in the church. And now my grandkids were baptized there, and they're up front for the children's message these days. So it's really been 4 generations of our family that has been at this church. As I've been involved in this capital campaign and really doing the research and putting together those historical, remembering our heritage pieces, I really got to thinking about those 28 people who founded Benson Presbyterian Church. I mean, did they ever think 120 years in the future, here we would be, celebrating what they did, and that they may not be in the same building, but, Benson Presbyterian Church lives on with us at Church of the Master. So, will we be here for another 120 years? I don't know, but I know we won't if we're not successful at paying off the debt on this building and this capital campaign. I mean, we really need to give the next generation a blank check, or at least in a building, to move forward without having to worry about the money and without the burden of, do we have to sell the building because we can't, afford it anymore? So, as I think about those people, and I think about my family, and I think about my grandkids, I want Church of the Master here for them. I want it here for their kids if they choose to raise them here, and the next generation after that, and the next generation after that, long after I'm gone. I want this church to be here, and I really think it starts now with this campaign and making sure we remove that burden from the future generations.